I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
Money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking side. The roof and attack, I hit this blind, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, Ferrari body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking side.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Breeze to throw on second down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Hines on a toss play. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, a 22. From midfield, here's Breeze. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But that's pretty much how they teach as a DB. Hit him and have some force with it. Yet he still caught the football and got the yardage he needed.
A little deflated.
Very much so.
Defensively.
Yeah, because you're trying to police up that area, and you don't want him to come in there, and you're hoping some good hard tackles will keep them out of there. In this case, he just said he just shrugged it off and went ahead and got what he needed.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards. For a guy who didn't throw a football for 500 days, Luck's looking pretty sharp here early in the year. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Ebron caught left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They snap it to Luck. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage.
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
After the interception, it's Locke. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the end zone, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Back to throw. Luck. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And down he'll go at the 25. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the gun, here's Luck. Dancing to his left. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Third and 2, Luck. He can run for it, and he will. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Luck.
They try to quick hitter inside.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Luck now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets it down to the 32. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. Crabtree, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now it's Locke. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They run with Hines. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This is Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They'll pick up of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It's fielded at the 45. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down throw. Lock. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Now maybe a free play here for Locke. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The point after is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Breeze on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Throwing now is Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's locked. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Off of play action. Locked. And he connects with Ebron. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Breeze to throw on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Now Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run again with Hines, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Wide, 622. Wide, 623. Wide, 623.
They snap it to Luck. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Luck. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some space here. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is Luck. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. From the red zone now, Luck. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Now for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow weighty. Good set. Good set.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Ingram. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now, Luck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Wait.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Colts, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swing goes now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash amount, we bailing. Saw my teacher, I was the same student failing. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. I swear the name. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring the. Don't want no. They pull up with that. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Cash in the walls, hollow. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swing goes now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a link with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new car. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang roll. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground.